Using the slab roller and drying your clay. First step, prepare your clay. Use the clay table to prepare your clay. You can get wet clay from the green bin or get fresh clay from a bag. Use a wire clay cutter to slice off the amount you need. Always seal the clay supply. Whether you take it from a bag or from the green bin, be sure to seal the clay up so that it stays fresh. You want to flatten your clay. You can do this by throwing it down on the table. This spreads it out nice and evenly. You can also get the wooden mallet from below the table and use that to flatten it out. If you think that you need more clay, get some out and put the two pieces together. Using a mallet is a great way to blend these two pieces. You can smear the edges with your fingers to blend the two pieces of clay together. Now you're ready for the slab roller. Center your clay between the canvas sheets. Make sure they're free of any excess clay. Set the height of the roller to the current thickness of your clay. Open up the rollers until the clay slides in. Now the height has been set. Turn clockwise on the black roller to close them by 1/4 inch at the most. Give the clay a push until it starts to go through as you turn the big blue wheel. Reduce by 1/4 inch. Roll through at each direction. Reduce by 1/4 inch. Roll through both directions. A 1/4 inch is 2 lines. Again, each line is 1/8 of an inch. When your clay is thinner than 1/2 inch, reduce by 1/8 inch only, or it will buckle. Give a push until the rollers grab it. Roll it in both directions. Reduce by 1/4 inch, unless it's thinner than 1/2 inch, then reduce by 1/8 inch only. The next step is to rib the surface of your clay. Get your wooden rib and spray it with water. Rib your clay. Rib both sides of your slab. This compresses the surface and gives you a better quality clay. It also eliminates the canvas texture that is much harder to get rid of at future steps. Do not cut your clay on the slab roller. If you're slab building, your clay needs to be leather hard. But when you rolled it out, it was wet. So how do we dry it? One way is to dry your clay in newspaper for a few days. I like to trim my clay before I bag it, but do not cut the clay with metal on the tables. Protect the tables. Cut your parts out from leather hard clay, not wet slab, and they'll cut out much more nicely. And always bag your unused clay immediately. Four to 8 sheets of newspaper on each side of the slab, between each slab, will help to absorb the moisture. You can stack multiple slabs in a bag with sheets of newspaper between them. You could also dry slab on a wear board in a sealed bag, but a wear board is a much bigger sponge. So do that with caution. This is a controlled, repeatable drying environment. You could also air dry your slab for a couple hours, but you're typically not in the classroom for that long. You could also use the hot plate for smaller items. That only takes a minute or two. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.